I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This open.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go. 180. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Now they're close. 36.
Gone. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
54 Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
3rd and 2. Goff. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the double.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go. 61. Matchbox light.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Rolling to his left. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Lindsey, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
What? 20. 56. I'm trying to collect. Take 4, take 4.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff on the draw play to Henderson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Right here, right here. Switch through for switch it. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? 56 of Mike. 52. Come on, baby. Come on.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. This is caught. It's close. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We go tonight. 20. Right there, 56. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check. Tell you one. Check. Harley, 64. Weak. Check 13. Check 13.
On 1st down, it's Henderson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
22 jet bomber.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Cut. 20. 56. Watch the pass. Cut.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw in his lock. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Delta. Check 3. 6-6, pull it high. Get it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try to draw Lindsey, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Tonight, 180. Right there, 56. Quick talk. Value 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the draw, this is Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got 120. Hold on. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 76.
Out of the gun, Goff. This is Johnson, he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We go tonight. 180. 56. Let's get up. Ric Flair.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
20. 2 for 66.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Maverick. 56. Check 56. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Everyone.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Mike, 56, right there. 56.
On second and goal. Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third and short.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Clock now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver.
Slam. Bang. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
70, Indy. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Lindsey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Alpha. Jumper. Check 52. Under 10. 10. Check. Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 43. Set pilot, 64, weak. Check 26. Ready? Check 3, check
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Aaron Donald. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
30 base. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 29, Goff. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. On 1st down, Henderson. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run the toss with Henderson. A spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. Watch out.
Again, it's Henderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Tight go.
They'll run here with Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So from Rams territory now. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Let's get it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hold on. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He gets it to Coates. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. Super one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Super one.
Watch the twist.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Wide open receiver complete. They find some open field here. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, switch gears. Ric Flair.
Mike 54.
Greystone, Travis.
Goff going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gotta give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run. Henderson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple